at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bayley and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Oh, that'll weaken your arm. Sent right into the corner.
Man.
Shot right to the midsection.
They finish each other's sentences. They finish each other's moves. That's tag team excellence right there, gentlemen.
Calf kick finds the mark. Ooh. The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way.
Yeah, as Punk was doing everything that needed to be done there.
And an elbow. Making his way to the top here.
Launching. Splash! The champ is willing to gamble big here, putting it all on the line to keep the title. Chucked right out of the ring.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
The champ is digging deep, using every last drop of power.
Sent straight into the corner hard.
Oh, nice scoop roll up for the win. The champ avoiding a 1 count.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to.
To the face. What a redirect.
Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexus isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. She's tossed right out of the ring. Driven into the barricade. Oh, ouch! Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
CM Punk is stifling the opposition now.
Here we go.
Good Lord. Taking flight. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. Oh, he fights Lexus back. Going for a power slam. Steps down.
Instead delivers the inverted DDT. And she's set right into that corner.
Bayley struggling to defend herself.
It's like a muzzle's being placed on Bayley's offense.
On the apron. The hardest part of the ring.
And that punch.
Whip back into the ring. Ooh. Use it.
Oh, I think the ring just moved. Breaker. Ow. He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
Real European uppercut.
And Punk gets contested there.
Trapping the leg with a DDT.
Oh, and fights back.
Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs.
Oh, man.
Good grief.
Turn your lights out.
Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something extra.
Oh, and a forearm smash.
Belly to back suplex. No!
Kick to the spine. Ooh.
Lexus just adding salt to the wound right now. Calf kick on the money. King's legs are teetering. He might have nothing left. See ya. Punk looking to turn out the lights. Boom! GTS.
The champ delivering when it counts.
And now thrown back into the ring. From the top. Elbow drop. Just sent crashing to the arena floor.
Boom.
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect. Big time height on that kick.
Oh, he's got him by the leg. Oh, that hurt. I love this. Elbow to the chest. Drives him to the floor. Tossed back into the ring. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh.
Up and...
Oh, knee right to the spine.
Ooh. Heavy body shots with Tar. What a clothesline.
Asma set up in the corner of the ring.
Tags into the match. Oh, oh! Wicked clothesline.
Isolating the arm.
Just grounded and pounded.
Caught with a punch. Vicious knee.
Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexus unable to use his wide arsenal here. Shutting that down with the back elbow.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge. Lexus King, kick to the gut. And we know what's next. It's the coronation.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
And a kick out. What on earth?
How the hell do you kick out of that?
I have no words. Not even a 2 count?
That move has brought victory before, but not on this occasion. Might be time to think outside the box.
Put into the corner. What could be next? Tagged into the action.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Pin, title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
And the champ beats the count early.
How?
Uh-oh. Blocked the effort and cut them off with a shot to the gut. What's CM Punk going for here? Hard impact on the back.
CM Punk with a jawing Uranagi. Look at this.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
apron. Fatigue is setting in for the challenger.
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Side Russian leg sweep.
He avoids the contact.
Incredible torque on the swinging neck breaker.
Sent into the stairs. That'll stop anybody. No way.
Suicide dive.
Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off. Look at this. Incredible.
Into a German suplex. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring. Almost used all of the count there.
Point of the elbow.
Finds the mark. Ripcord from behind.
Jarring ripcord knee. Tag! Tag! Made!
Nice running crossbody. Boom! Oh my goodness!
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Title in the balance.
He's already done so much damage. What else could he want to do? Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team champ. Turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bayley invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bayley and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted a main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. Who do you think put the mutiny mask in Naomi's locker, huh? You thought it just magically transported its way from the trash can? It was me, you simpletons. You two used to train together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go open up a gym. Early retirement. This is your chance to get out before someone gets hurt. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
This feels like that winter when we both got hurt doing that insane drill.
Oh yeah. You messed up your knee and I broke my arm. We were the walking wounded for a while there.
Yeah, at first we were helpless and ready to sit out until we healed up. But after a week or so, we started to figure out how to help each other compensate for what we were missing.
So you figured out how to get by?
You can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. Well, there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
Drew McIntyre sporting a different look for this MMA rules match. As soon as CM Punk revealed himself as the leader of Mutiny, you had to know that Drew McIntyre would call him out.
And leading into Punk's MMA career is a surefire way to get his attention.
MMA rules means we're about to see Drew hit even harder.
A man who always gets a strong reaction from the WWE Universe, and it will only intensify once the bell rings.
And guys, do you believe in miracles? Guys?
Wow, this is an awful gimmick. Did either of you ever have one this bad?
Well, one time I teamed up with a guy named Buzz, and we were both barbers.
This I gotta hear.
We were The buzz cuts. We had a good run until we lost the loser shaves their head match to Cole Quinn and Mr. CQ. My hair never quite grew back after that.
I'll say.
The worst part is Mr. CQ never showed up, so we would have had a chance. But Buzz didn't show up either. Come to think of it, Buzz still had his hair the next show. Wait a second.
The following contest is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre is taking a shot across CM Punk's bow with his MMA-style match, attire and all.
And you have to think it's going to send Punk's blood pressure through the roof. Oh, not to the belly.
A headstand headlock.
That dodge can buy Drew time.
Grabbing the arms and just rapid stops.
Just stomping every single part of his body.
The proverbial mud hole has been stomped, and now it's time to walk it dry.
God.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway. And a mud hole is being stomped.
You could feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
Oh, God, drilled right into the post.
No idea where this one... It's heading.
Steps to the kidneys. Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Next level brutality coming from McIntyre.
Oh, boy, come on, not the chair.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's got to hurt. Cranking the head.
Suplex.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Oh, diamond-plated steel coming at you.
McIntyre with an incredibly ruthless sequence.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Good night.
Now, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in. Now, this is just overkill. This is just unnecessary. This is no way to treat any human being. Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
What's he open to find down there?
Oh, man, he grabbed the kendo stick. Everyone needs to watch out now. I guess he thinks the one thing missing in this match is a steel chair. DDT. Oof.
Striking with a knee.
Arm control applied and a...
working on the arm wringer. Oh, and a kick. That was nasty. Return fire on Adrian. Oh, with authority.
That's it. Calling it by knockout.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior,
Drew McIntyre just sent a message straight to CM Punk.
And that message is, anything you can do, I can do better. Your move, Punk.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take on Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
That's the safest bet you're ever going to make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage. That little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, aka knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receiver.
Falcon Arrow. Oh, foot just stomping down. Oof.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off.
We're seeing pure aggression from McIntyre.
Owens needs to find an opening.
Owens sent flying. Looking to go up high.
Oh, look out!
Whoa, look out!
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed. Oh, whipped right into the post.
He gets into the ring. The battle cries of a Scottish warrior emanating from McIntyre.
Tackles, ruthless.
Owens running into some trouble.
Scary to think what Drew has in store next.
He's not going to be able to pull this off, is he?
Oh,
is he?
Yeah!
The powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done.
Yeah, pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those.
Oh, strong impact. It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
And McIntyre's aggression seemingly growing with each attack.
Just disrespectful. Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
Just a barrage of stomps.
Offense like that is why Drew McIntyre's a game changer.
Owens just can't find any breathing room.
McIntyre looking to end this. Hits the title.
Nothing Owens can do now.
Thrown with such force, the whole ring is rattling.
Oh, carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
Owens at the mercy of his opponent. Drew is looking thrilled with the beating he's putting on.
The Scottish Warrior staring into his opponent's soul right now, trying to see what they're made of.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Short arm clothesline.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Insulting. And I can't tell where exactly it's coming from, but Kevin is bleeding pretty badly now.
And a stop to the gut, too.
Just a ferocious assault from McIntyre.
Owens is getting shut down at every turn. Scoop slam, making it look easy. Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
He manages to slip out of the way.
Headed back into the ring.
Suplex.
He realizes this is his opportunity. Blast off!
Uh-oh. Dropping the elbow right on the knee.
It's not looking good for Owens.
This is what it feels like to run into a competitor like McIntyre.
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
impact.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Back into the ring now.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now. Ooh. Bam!
Big plans in mind from McIntyre.
Incoming! You gotta be kidding me!
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent. And he wants more. Right back up from the top. What?
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
I am not believing what I'm seeing. He's going up to the top again? Shoulder tackle. McIntyre setting up. 20 more.
That might be all Drew needs. Into the cover.
Amazing kick out. We know Owens loves to fight, and he won't let this one go just yet.
And now McIntyre's at a loss as his mind races to rethink his attack. Placing him in the corner here. Moving him onto the top turnbuckle.
You know what?
Guys, I was afraid it was going to get to this point. Top rope!
Superplex! And his body seems to be the focus of the attack.
And McIntyre is showboating right now.
McIntyre's just so dominant.
Owens is getting shut down at every turn. Heaved aside. Jeez.
Oh, caught by the back elbow.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway. Agonizing. Drew is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Oh, they're just punishing their opponent now.
Incoming.
He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
Lift off.
And completely missed them all.
This can't be good. They just missed wildly.
Took the high risk, but unfortunately, no reward.
Owens at the mercy of his opponent.
Next level brutality coming from McIntyre.
Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner. Going up to the turnbuckle here. From the top. Through the air. And connects.
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off. Suplex.
The arm getting pummeled. He gets back into the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
McIntyre now with an unrelenting attack.
Owens needs to find an opening.
Fire hole into the corner. It crashes to the mat.
Oh! Ricocheting off the turnbuckles.
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Looks like he's coming back in. Owens set to the outside.
Up high.
Whoa, what a landing. Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks. Look at this, just unloading.
And a stomp to the gut.
KO is getting knocked around a bit.
Drew is looking thrilled with the beating he's putting on.
Drew just taking a moment to soak it all in.
The referee is so close to calling a countout. Look out!
Oh, this is what you get. He had that coming.
And he goes crashing to the outside. Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Flipping senton.
Tossed around like a rag doll.
Fighting up on the stage, this could be really dangerous. Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway. Just stomping every single part of his body.
The Scottish Warrior thinking big. Time for him to get back in the ring.
No one wants a count out here.
She's launched out of the ring. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
Owens avoids that one.
power bomb.
Owens showing just how little he cares about...
Stunner! Drew with cause for...
Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receipt.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Just mounted with punches and not... Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Nice clothesline. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly. Kidding me.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Right to the face.
My God.
Shot. Beats to the bottom. And any one of those shots could take you out for good. Oh, toss to ringside. Into the ring again now.
Look at this. Manhandling his opponent is Drew McIntyre. Shows great wherewithal there.
Oh, brutal forearm.
Smart strategy, attack the knee.
Owens running into some trouble.
Owens is under the gun.
You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a power bomb with that much force.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent.
Stomping away.
I don't have you seeing stars. You want to control the tempo. You want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Ooh. Wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him.
Drew making clear he came for a fight, and he's not satisfied yet.
That's telling your opponent, you don't deserve to share this stage with me.
Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake. Big back body drop.
What elevation.
Reverses the move into a DDT.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Ooh. Talk about force.
That'll give you whiplash. Man.
Exploder. The WWE Universe and... Stunner by Owens. McIntyre's in dire straits.
Kicked out at one? Even the ref can't believe it.
You gotta be kidding me. Everyone here is in shock.
And Owens is stunned. Thought he'd done enough to end it, but he was wrong. Here's Owens landing hard ringside.
Thrown with such force, the whole ring is rattling.
Boom! Kevin Owens clearly not afraid of a little fight. Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark. Oh!
McIntyre counters with power.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Targeting a body part, working the arm. Just stomping every single part of his body. ricocheting off the turnbuckles. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Enough already. Just a ferocious assault from McIntyre.
This is what it feels like to run into a competitor like McIntyre.
Agonizing. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. Sent flying out of the ring here. Fired home into the corner. It crashes to the mat. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Uh-oh. Look at this. He just tossed the leg.
KO is getting knocked around a bit.
Owens just can't find any breathing room.
Oh, sits straight into the corner hard.
He's looking to take things to the outside now. Boom!
Forcing her right out of the ring.
He's making his way to ringside now.
Oh, my goodness. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
We could see a count out here. Tackles ruthless.
There are so many ways this thing can go back. Not made for fighting.
Oh my, sent flying. Offense like that is why. Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knockoff Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but
he goes for the quick pin. Oh, great counter and a cover.
oh man, this could really come back to bite him in the end. Clothesline! Off with their head.
Working to neutralize that arm. Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
He's getting back up, but I don't think he's soaring. Just muscling up their opponent into the gut wrench.
Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that.
McIntyre's just so dominant.
This is what it feels like to run into a competitor like McIntyre.
Wow, belly to belly. And that might be enough to knock some confidence out of Kevin Owens.
Yeah, is Drew already bringing the fight there?
Getting set up in the corner now.
Face first in the turnbuckle. Being placed onto the top rope.
Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
McIntyre gets met with a response.
Suplex position, hooks the leg.
For a fisherman buster.
And from the example you just saw, there is no good landing to a brain buster.
Oh, what a jumping headbutt.
Targeting the arm to great effect.
Hooked.
Belly to belly, way overhead.
McIntyre getting ready. Here we go.
Whoa, what a landing.
From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
She's launched out of the ring. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. We might need to consider relocating soon.
Yeah, this fight's getting closer and closer to our table.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize.
Snapping the neck.
KO feeling the full force of that attack.
Yeah, McIntyre putting as much power as he can behind his offense.
Owens running into some trouble.
Owens is getting shut down at every turn.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? He'll make his way to the ring.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's more than incidental contact.
Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something extra.
The ref took the brunt of that one. Waist lock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out
from the opposition.
Owens sent flying. Going outside. What's he got planned here?
Back into the ring now.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Ooh, brutal impact into the corner.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Nice clothesline. Hooked up.
Looks like he just got rocked there.
That's KO backing up his words with actions.
Right to the face.
My God. Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
This one's heading to the outside.
Insulting.
Oh, goodness. Blasted right into the corner.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Fight now working its way to the stage.
Nothing but glass screens and steel supports. So much can go wrong up there. Let's go kiss. And McIntyre is absolutely at the top of his game in moments like these.
Safe to say the domination of the Highlander is upon us.
Uh-oh. German suplex released. Taking this fight to such a dangerous area. There's potential danger everywhere you turn. Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Climbing up those ropes now. What a win for Kevin Owens. Typical CM Punk. Sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receipt.
Showing off their deadlifting prowess and just tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that. Wow,
Belly to belly.
Struggling to get back on his feet, looking lost out there.
Oh, what a tackle. Setting up for something here.
Oh, man, ref couldn't get out of the way.
The fight could get very dangerous out at ringside now. Gut-wrench suplex.
It's not looking good for Owens. Owens is under the gun.
Sit-up powerbomb.
And KO wasn't ready for the fight he got there.
The ref didn't expect that type of contact.
Our referee unable to evade the contact there.
Back in the ring. Oh, clothesline.
And now Drew McIntyre heads up. The intensity up on the top.
You gotta be kidding me.
Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm. McIntyre with an incredibly ruthless sequence.
Next level brutality coming from McIntyre.
Oh, what a jumping headbutt.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
Countered into a new cover. And what's this?
Why'd he do that? What's going on?
Owens was scouted there.
Showing he's not out of it.
Yeah, he had enough and fought back.
Just like that, sent out of the ring.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Clearing off our desk. What could be the thought?
Up high.
Oh my God!
Owens at the mercy of his opponent.
Owens just can't find any breathing room.
She's tossed right out of the ring. Oh. He's got him here. He's got him up. And oh! Owens set to the outside.
Ricocheting off the turnbuckles.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside. Wards that off. What a response. McIntyre turns things around. Clothesline. We're seeing pure aggression from McIntyre.
Scary to think what Drew has in store next.
forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Across the shoulders and down into a gutbuster.
Duking it out on the stage. This is wild.
This is dangerous. There is so much potential for this to go wrong.
Drew is setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head.
What the hell?
That's Lexis King.
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere with a high knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this. Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against mutiny.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk and Mutiny.
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad or turn our ammunition on Mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up, and they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for them.
In a family that specialized in brute force.
Lots of competitors in the back dream for a shot.
Mike McCall emanating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan.
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it.
Face first!
Hulk Hogan, a 5-time champion now. This is his first title defense.
The Hulkster has spent the last 2 months in Hollywood due to prior commitments, but you've got to understand that Hulk never expected to be WWE champion coming out of WrestleMania.
Well, now that Hogan has emerged from his paradise, the gravity of this situation with Yokozuna is going to hit him like thunder.
And Hogan falling victim to a slew of offense.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it.
gets tossed back into the mat. We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more. These two going strike for strike, it seems.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Yokozuna engaging in warfare with the Hulkster. The Giant knows this may be his last chance at the WWE Championship.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. And he goes crashing to the outside. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Take off! Whoa, look out!
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Oh no, bear hug applied. This is not good for the Hulkster.
Yokozuna applying the pressure, squeezing the life out of Hulkamania.
Got this one locked in extra tight. This might be it. The bear hug cinched in. Gotta find a way out and catch your breath.
Look at this, no quit whatsoever. Raining down elbows and escaping the bear hug.
As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive.
Yoko now. Belly-to-belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here? Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something extra.
Here's Hogan sent flying.
Getting to his feet, but he doesn't know what's waiting.
Yokozuna sends to the top.
From the top, all the way to the outside.
From up top, right onto the target, outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Being carried around now.
Oh, not a powerbomb onto the apron.
And Yokozuna is leaving no breathing room here.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked.
Guys, this might actually end in a countout. Hooked up. Nothing fancy there. Spinning Uranagi. Oh, no. Strongest flag.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble.
Devastating leg drop. That's the kind of cold-hearted offense that's made Yokozuna so feared.
Shoulders down. Championship on the line.
That's right. The referee saw the feet on the ropes. Oh, knee to the breadbasket.
No mercy being shown to Hogan here.
Yeah, Yokozuna is clearly in control.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force.
Big forearm.
Headbutt by the big man. This is not going to be pretty. Dragging his opponent to the corner. Taking his time. Up to the second rope. And a
Banzai drop. The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
makes the cover.
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout, and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE Champion.
Here in the heartland of America, the heart of Hulkamania has just stopped.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the Head Shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the Wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that. Stop them in their tracks and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as Gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
The whole 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
Sent into the corner.
Oh!
Just using their foot as a weapon. Boot right to the throat.
Uncorks a thunderous chop.
Samu and Fatu already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
Drives a foot into the stomach.
He's able to double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here.
Reverse the leverage and into.
Well, this is unexpected, Byron.
Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't fully in position.
There may be an abundance of togas in the arena.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them.
This is the moment when you're desperate to find a counter.
Trying to find an escape, looking for any.
The bear hug, and a way to get out of it is being on display right here.
Got him in the corner now.
Golly, that sounded rough. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are 2 of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Fatu is just having his way.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers.
And he makes the tag.
Watch out, coming in hot.
Launched right out of the ring.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Ooh!
Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game." And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Looking to go up high.
From the top.
Delivers the elbow.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania. Oh, goodness, blasted right into the corner.
And double headbutt.
Stomp in the leg.
Big headbutt.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all 4 men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these 4 behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
Hung out to dry across the middle rope.
Leg drop guillotine. Oh, man, just punishing.
Rick is losing grip of this match now.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners. Oh! Oh!
This could shake up your nerves.
Quite a demeanor on display. Take it over! Going for the win here!
Oh, that gets reversed.
Into the cover!
Reverses the pin. Shoulders down. Oh, it turns it around and has the...
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Fire hole into the corner. It crashes to the mat. Boom! What a headbutt.
Shoulder tackle.
Oh, they're not going to bite the hand. Oh, my God, they are.
This maniac's out of control. Boom!
Oh!
Sent out of the ring the hard way.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle.
Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent driven down face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Makes the cut.
carefully.
Oof.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Oh, man. Thrown with such force, the whole ring is rattling.
That's using your head. What a vicious shot.
Oh, man, that definitely opened him up. Look out. There is blood in the water.
Oh, man, what a kick. Samu with the leg cover. That might be it. No! Just got the shoulder up.
Don't turn out the lights just yet.
Perilous position for him to be in here.
The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are engaged in an epic battle.
Both teams making the Roman Gladiators proud.
Fatu is heading up top.
Taking flight.
Look out below!
Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
That's using your head. Oh, no. Stop right in the gut. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down.
Oh, look at this. Reverses the leverage. And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne, you had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday, and he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
Launched right out of the ring.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Stop in the leg. Just nasty. Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated. And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle.
Roll it over. Nice. DDT.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here.
And looking to seal the deal, guys.
And he gets the shoulder up before two.
Could be in search of a second win now. Tremendous.
Uh-oh. Rocky beats him to the punch.
Uh-oh. Jawbreaker!
Call the dentist.
Cobra clutch. Torturing their opponent.
Trying to fight it. Anything to... In trouble here?
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. Punch! Firing with a straight shot there. Answering back.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all around.
Caught with an knee.
Down around with the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
Able to reach the ropes, and he's able to last here.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to hurt the legs.
Stretching and bending the leg like this. Trapped here.
Look at this. Look at this. Pounding away. Oh, and that'll break it up. Placing him in the corner. Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle.
Ripped off the ropes, shoulder first.
And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship. Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Perched up top. Good Lord, taking flight. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that. And is he looking to hit it a second time?
He is looking to do some serious harm. In the hard way. And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter
flying. The splash connects. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Incoming.
Again? He's making
sky high
through the air and connects.
sniffs. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
This capacity crowd certainly behind the youngster Rocky Maivia, thinking there could be an upset here tonight. A face bust.
Hunter's ready for something. This might be it. The champ might keep it here.
Here's the pin. Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near superhuman resilience.
After seeing that, it's hard to imagine what it's going to take to keep this competitor down.
That was the best weapon in the arsenal, but it wasn't enough to produce an end result. Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all. It knew what was coming there. Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. The official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anoa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. his larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia, because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated... history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
Going up and possibly out.
At last, he's climbed to the top of the steel cage. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how does he earn the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Able to fight Maivia off. Producing a trampling. And here we go. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back position.
Continuing to torture the back here.
Fighting the pain with every breath. Amazing display of leg strength.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Just punishing their opponent.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense,
he's got him in trouble up on the top rope. Avalanche arm drag.
When all else fails, sometimes you just have to go the high risk and hopefully high reward route.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief. Oh my God. Gets driven into the corner. Bam! Using the cranium. Headlock applied. Tossed without regard. Oh, and that's what you get for disrespecting your opponent.
Oh my gosh! The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Just grounding and pounding. Oh, into the pin. Could be over for Maivia.
Wow, Steel with a big win over Peter Maivia.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows, maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Took him out with the knee. Great way to completely disrupt the momentum and buy yourself some time. Oh, right on the arm.
Not good.
Right in the face.
My God.
Thesz press, and what is happening right now? They're biting their opponent, they're just smashing their head in. What did they miss lunch or something? Why?
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's treatment tonight. In fact, erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Just grounded and pounded. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless.
Sharp punch. Well, George has certainly seen better days.
Ooh, stiff punch. Oh, I think the ring just moved.
He's got him in trouble up on the top rope. What an arm drag! Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Double axe handle. Oof. That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
He's in a bad position.
Escape and a takedown.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
Look at Maivia going to work on the Animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
George Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Crucial turnaround there because George was falling behind.
But George has to push now while a window's open.
But their opponent able to break out.
Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Just grounded and pounded. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Oh, man.
Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one.
Uh-oh, headbutt. Nothing fancy there.
George Animal Steele might be
Maivia with a plan in mind.
What a backbreaker. Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
He's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here.
Not an easy climb, even when you aren't in the middle of a match.
He's reached the highest limit of the cage now. He's trying to escape. He's got to give everything he has to push himself over the top.
And now he needs to hurry, needs to escape.
What a counter by Peter Maivia. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
And now the climb down could be as tough as the climb up for him.
And the High Chief defeats the Animal. Here
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax!
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2006 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate, she does!
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe.
And there will be a coronation take. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax.
Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity.
At a strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Each woman here has had a tough road to becoming Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade.
She'll take things into the ring.
She's bringing the fight outside.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Boom! Alabama slam.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
Countered right when it was needed.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Oh, gosh. Nia is lighting up her opponent.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Ah, there's a headbutt. Didn't go to plan for Jax.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Lyra managing to find some of what a shot. This superstar making an incredible comeback.
Tapping deep into the...
And now here's the cover. Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take?
Impressive to not even allow a 2 count at this juncture.
She gets bounced into the corner. Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this.
This superstar promised a win at any cost. We are seeing just how far they're willing to go.
Avalanche Samoan drop.
That's a walk-off. That wasn't just a move. That was a statement.
Look at this. Placed in the tree of woe.
Stuck in the tree of woe and just having their face stomped.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she has it won.
Well, when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Nia Jax, so powerful, so dominant, crashing down.
Samoan drop.
Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop driving all of the air out of Lyra Valkyria.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra,
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
squashing Lyra in the corner, in the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.